James, and this is the Rotary Rex channel. Alright, so this is an update video. It's been a couple weeks, sorry about that, but I've been really busy and I just needed to get some things cleared up and fixed before I started on this project completely. So for a quick explanation, it was my brother's, my sister's, my mom's birthday. Thanksgiving was here and finals just finished, as well as I just started up a new job. Yeah, so I decided to get those things ready, and actually I was waiting on a couple of things. I'm still waiting on some things, but one of the things, as you can see, is wow, got a new camera. So one of the main things I wanted to do is invest a little bit of money into this channel, and I decided to get myself a nice camera to film everything. I still need to get a lens that's better for close-up shots, but this will definitely suffice. It's pictures 100 times better than what I was working with. Obviously, this channel's about cars, so let's get headed over to the cars. I've shown you a little bit about my Subaru. Well, not really. I gave you some pictures, a little bit of a walk around of the car, but I haven't shown you anything about the RX7s or the project behind that, so let's get going. Alright, hello. So this is my grandma's house of all places. And they have a big old farm, and they're kind enough to let me use their barn, which is a nice place where I can store my car while it's being worked on. Originally it was full of stuff and I had to clean it all up. That was one of the things that's been taking a while. But yeah, there's a lot of room to work in here. It's just old and needs a lot of work. But here we are. My RX7? Well, maybe. I'll show you that maybe part in just a second. And here she is. So it's really dark in here. I need to get some more lights up. I've already cleaned the area out relatively well. Originally this entire room was just filled with old plastic pots. My grandma and grandpa are herbalists. They would grow flowers in their roots and stuff like that. So this place was just filled with flower pots basically. But here she is. This is so yeah, this is at least the donor car. I'm still deciding on whether or not to use a shell that I bought for a couple $100, but I think I'll probably use the shell because it's in much nicer shape than this car's body is. It's hard to tell in this darkness, but there was a little bit of an accident right here in the front corner, so I'm wondering if I'm still taking it apart and figuring out whether or not this structure is going to be good enough for what I want. But yeah, so here she is. This is a 1986 RX7, naturally aspirated. I've taken the engine out. We actually have it up in my dad's garage where I can work on it. It's a much easier, much more readily available area to work on it. This car is cool though, because I picked it up for just a couple $100. Everything that this car offers was working when I picked it up. So it offers me all of the actual pieces of the car to get it running. But like I said, it is an older model. It has had better days. The fenders are all cut up and bent in. The front bumper is barely hanging on to its life. It's actually fallen out. It was originally perked up in here when I left it. when I left here last. But yeah, it came with seats, it's got an interior, everything's there and ready. It's just the car itself, its body has had a relatively rough life. So I'm still deciding on whether or not I'm going to keep it. And actually, that's new. That wasn't there before. Wonder what that's about. Okay. That actually might be a deciding factor. Oh, a dent in the body of the car. No good. So yeah, I've just been cleaning it up, taking the parts out, and I'll show you the actual body I'll probably be using. So as you can see, this place is huge. I don't know how many acres or whatever it is, but they have a lot of room to work with. Alright, and here it is. This is a 1990 S5 Turbo 2 body. It doesn't have an engine in it or anything, so that's basically what I'm doing. What it does have though is all of the suspension, the original suspension. So one of the things of the RX7s is there's different generations, and the first couple generations, the S4, S5, are the ones I'll be working with. And the S4 and S5 have the same body, but they did have some minor changes to the components inside them. And one of the major key components I've heard is the wheels. It's a 5-lug, so the S4 actually has a 4-lug pattern, and I've heard that the suspension in general for the S5s is just a lot better. So yeah, that's one of the benefits to this guy. You just do a quick walk around the car. As you can tell, missing its fenders. It doesn't have a front bumper. It's got no headlights, nothing. But basically everything's out except the suspension, the drivetrain. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Even the interior has been stripped. It's got no handles on the inside. All there is really is a steering wheel. So, but as you can see, this has got a really nice body to it too. So I think that's like the biggest problem or importance of these cars is making sure that this part, the actual main part of the body, doesn't have any wear and tear to it. And unfortunately, the one in there didn't have a big old dent in the top, and I was thinking of just keeping it original, keeping the motor with itself. Maybe it was a good thing I bought this guy, just so I have a nice straight body to work with. And that is exactly why I own a Subaru, because I live in a very muddy family, I guess you could say. I just drove through a big old mud pit, and if I had any other car, I would have just gotten stuck. But, you know, Subaru's all-wheel drive, it's great. So, I'm alive, I'm on my way, and we'll get to the garage real quick. I don't know, there's still a lot of things I gotta figure out about this camera, but lights are brightening up, so it's all good. But yeah, here we are. What's that? Rust. That's weird. Well, there, last time I looked at it, it's weird. Alright, but yeah, here it is. We've got the engine up on a stand with a good old pineapple racing adapter, so you can stack it vertically or horizontally, however you want to say that. But yeah, I've got all my parts up on this wall, and I've got some parts that are still coming in. Basically, it's just a bunch of little minor upgrades from the newer engine, because this is an S4. And a lot of these parts are S5 turbo parts. So we'll be adapting these onto it and creating a nice little horsepowered engine with a little bit better flow and whatnot. Alright, so that's it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching. If you want to see more content, make sure to subscribe. If you have any comments or anything, make sure to give a like, a dislike, give some comments in the bottom. Yeah, and move on with that.
As far as the body of the car, should I use the S4 or the S5? Because quite frankly, if need be, I can take the drivetrain off the S5 and move it over to the S4. But I think moving everything from the S4 to the S5 body will be it'll be a little bit more difficult, but it will probably be more worth our while in the long run. But yeah, if anyone has any suggestions for that, just throw them down in the comments, and I'll see you guys next time.